This evening we have some great athletes here, we have some entertainment, we have some information on the Olympic trials. And my name is Vin Lanana, and I'm the Director of Track and Field at the University of Oregon. And I'm glad to see so many of our Hayward Field fans here. Let me make a couple of quick comments. The University of Oregon team is good, healthy, ready to go this indoor and outdoor season. A couple of things that I'll point to, the really exciting home meet schedule. I do need to draw your attention to the Pac-12 Championships will be held May the 12th and 13th for the main meet, the multi-events the week before that at Hayward Field. The first time the Pac-12 Track and Field Championship. The men are 5-time defending champion and the women 3 times defending champion. So TrackTown is all about the people and the crowd. And let's make sure that we occupy every single seat in Hayward Field. So get the word out, make sure you have your tickets for the Olympic trials. We still have some of those left and available. And hey, we're going to bring all these athletes to Hayward Field as much as you guys wanted it. When I got here and Eugene, you guys talked about let's get back to the glory days. So here we are. The glory days are here. Let's make sure we're at Hayward Field this year supporting all those meetings. As long as we're talking about the Olympic trials, how many people in this room were at the trials in 2008? So if you remember the semifinals of the women's 1500, how many remember that? Okay, remember what you guys were all yelling? Come to Oregon, yeah. But you all wished for it. You all wished for it. She made the finals, and she's here today to give a couple of comments about her upcoming season. And I know she's no stranger to all of you who are in this room. So let me bring to the mic here. I'll drop this down. Actually, I'll hand you the mic. Jordan Hasay.
Hi everyone. Thanks for having me here tonight. As always, it's just such an honor to see everyone out here. Great turnout. Yeah, like Vin said, I'm just really excited for this year. Of course, 2008 is such a special memory for me. I guess the first time I competed at Hayward Field was actually in 2004 for the Junior Olympics, and I just remember driving up to the track. I didn't know anything about Oregon at that time, but we came up to the track and I saw the crowd, and I just told my mom, there's no way I can compete in front of all of those people. I was so scared. And then in 08, I knew that the crowd was going to be just that big, so when I came for my competition, I could hear everyone screaming before, and I was just in the warm-up area, and I was just, don't look at the crowd, just don't look, just go out there and run. And then, of course, getting to come to Oregon, I got to see you guys a lot and wave and everything. And I guess now, going into the trials this year, it's like, you guys are my people. I mean, I'm excited that everyone is always asking how I feel about having the race at home, and obviously all the Oregon athletes can say it's a huge advantage. Even when I wasn't an Oregon athlete in 08, just my performance was definitely lifted by all the support, and it's just competing at the trials in 08 was a great experience, but also just being a spectator and being there and seeing all those special moments, and I think that's what's really cool. So I'm just excited for this year to come. And yeah, just about as far as how our team looks, we're looking really good. We're ranked #1 for indoors right now. So we had our first big meet this weekend at Texas A&M, and had some great performances. Brianne Tyson set the NCAA and Canadian record in the pentathlon, so that was really awesome for her. And we got the auto in the DMR, so looking forward to trying to get the national title in the relay, and some great other performances. And like Vin said, we're looking forward to the Pac-12 championships at Hayward fields. And yeah, just a great season. So thanks for all your support, and hopefully see everyone throughout the year.
I won't ask her a question, but do you all know she was the student athlete of the year, the national student athlete of the year? And she can run pretty fast too. You know, it's really a pleasure to ask Luke to come up and say a couple words, but for a guy who's a senior here, and he has done, if you think about what he has done and all the great distance runners that we've had at the University of Oregon, and Luke will go down in the record books as one of the top 10 at the NCAAs in his 4 years here. He has done a fantastic job. Every time asked to run the 10, the 5, or whatever he is asked to do, he has done. Just as last week, he asked us, or 2 weeks ago, asked us if he could run the half marathon. Now, who would ever ask to run a half marathon? But Luke did. And he just rushed in from class to spend a few minutes with you. He ran 61:30 in Houston, 1 hour, 30 minutes. 1:01:30, that's a pretty impressive performance. So I'm going to ask Luke to come up and make a couple comments about the men's team and maybe answer a few questions for you guys. Luke Puskedra.
No, I mean, it's really exciting. Cross country didn't go as well as we would have liked. And, just on the distance side, guys are working harder than ever and looking, very determined and stuff. And big things to come. All of the work that we did fall will definitely show later on. And just the whole TrackTown scene is definitely coming around. The whole team walking to practice, I can just see the luxury of seeing the throwers working hard, And then when I'm done with practice, seeing the sprinters still out there doing, their work around the track, moving along a lot better than I can move along on the track. But no, very exciting things coming in, and just excited to get back in the groove of things and hopefully compete indoors and help the team out. Kind of went in with no expectations, so just did a lot of good work going in, and had the good supervision of Coach Powell and Coach Lanana, and being out there. Had to sacrifice a little bit of the winter break staying here, but definitely had the coaches there to help out and a few of the other guys, and it was like a tremendous atmosphere, even if there was just a few guys there. But just the whole process, it was just something. It was a lot different than a normal track race, just because you're kind of with the other elite athletes for a whole 2 days. So, but just going out and racing and stuff, the tactics were a little bit different than the track. So, I favored that a little bit more than the track, but it was just a really fun experience and just kind of naive. Going in naive has probably helped out a lot. So.
Sam Chelanga has been it's really been a thorn in our side. But we thought the best way to take the thorn out of our side is to bring him to Eugene. Let's make sure you give him a good rousing applause and welcome on here to make a few comments to Sam Chelanga.
First of all, I want to say that let's clear everything out. I'm so sorry that I stole all the points when I was in college. I didn't mean to. Sorry for my selfishness. 2010, we came here for the 10,000 meters. NCAA 10,000 meters championship was this big stadium called Hayward. And I remember the first thing I saw when I came to the stadium, and I was like, "Are you serious? Is this a football game or is it a track meet?" All you people were at Hayward Field to the fullest, and you were cheering for your guy Luke Puskedra, and although I was competing against it, I felt like, man, this town is awesome. They love their people. I'm sorry. So when I graduated from school and I'm looking for places to go, I always had my eyes on Oregon elite. So I brought my talents to the only place that track is popular, Eugene, and I love it. And one of the things that I talked to Finland the first time I came here was I wanted to know about the people and why they're so serious about things and stuff like that. And it actually tied up to what I believe in, you know. I believe in you really follow your dream and passions. You have to be serious about it and you have to stick to it no matter what. You have to be passionate about it. And so it takes me back to when I was, I'm from Kenya, and I was born in a village, small village, and little things happen there, but I feel like from that little village, something called running is probably far to be in a place like America. But I remember telling myself, so you really want to get your dreams, you have only one option. Are you really just going to keep 50% or 110? And I was like, I'm going to just try once and for all. Go out there and see if I can land a scholarship in America. I've never been here. That's why when I talk to Finland, he tells me about how you guys care about, you know, getting together, getting the community healthy, getting the community like, people get insane when it's so cloudy out there, all this rain and no sun, you know. Get people out there to have fun, get them track, and people will protect you socially, politically, and I admire them. And I said, I want to be part of it. And I want, whether I win a championship or whatever I do, I want to like make sure that I inspire some of you guys, and one day we'll all look back and say, you know what, we all were part of this little thing called TrackTown USA. Maybe one day it'll be bigger than you guys emerging. So I'm very excited to be part of TrackTown USA.
He has done a fantastic job. He just did a great job in the Pan American Games this fall, and he's a new member also of the OTC. A lot of the design you see on the billboards and some of the things that you'll see in terms of our graphics with TrackTown 12 has been designed by Cyrus, and I'm going to have Cyrus come up and say a few things about himself, and please welcome Cyrus Hostetler.
I'll try to keep this short and sweet. I didn't really prepare anything, but I'm just really happy to be healthy for the first time since 2009. I had a fantastic year while I was at Oregon. Got the Pac-10 records for the record that year. So happy to be training here in Eugene. Happy to be on the Oregon Track Club, competing for them. I really look forward to some great meets that are going to be here in Oregon at Hayward Field, such as the Prefontaine, which I think I got to twist Tom Jordan's arm to make sure I get in that meet, wherever he's at. But really excited for the Olympic trials to be here again. I competed at it when I was at Lane Community College in 2008, and you know, barely made it into the meet. And now it's 4 years later, and I'm hoping to win the thing. That's the goal. And I know it's because of fans like you guys that are in the stands, all 20,000 of you that are going to be clapping in unison, hopefully when I'm out there throwing. And it's going to just take us to new levels, to new heights, to fast times, to big throws, awesome jumps. And it's all because of you guys. It's just so fantastic to have you guys all there. I'm stunned by the amount of people that are here today. And I'm just happy to have a community like you guys here to help me compete.
I think that we've got some really cool things that are happening at the trials, and most importantly, you know, this year there was one thing to when the University of Oregon went to the Rose Bowl 2 years ago. I stayed at home and did not go to the game and watched it on TV. I thought, the crowds and all that stuff. And then last year when we played for the national championship, I couldn't get my tickets fast enough to go down to Phoenix. But the whole thing was that I really want to have the hassle of going and watching it. What's the difference? I could watch it on TV. It'd be a whole lot better to do that. And you know, I went down to that national championship. That was unbelievable. And this year, when we played in the Rose Bowl, I was in the stands and watched us beat Wisconsin. And there is nothing like being in the stands. So we can talk about the festival and all the stuff happening around the funner part, but the really cool thing is being in those stands and interacting with those athletes. All of these guys are here. So the Olympic trials is one moment, one part of TrackTown, but it's not the only thing. That being in the stadium and making Hayward feel that magical place is what it's all about. So I hope we'll see all of you in the stadium at the Olympic trials at the end of the year.